there. This is Claire Boscott. I am your host today for our mystery shopping expert interview. And today, all the way from Portugal, we have Luis Duarte. Hello, Luis. How are you?
Hi, Claire. How are you? Very good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Very good, very good. The sunshine must be shining in Portugal because you look very tan to me.
Well, work hard, play hard. So I just took some holiday, family, and we have having great weather. So visit Portugal. You should.
Yes, definitely. We were due to be for a week in Croatia with friends, and it's all been stopped and everything. So maybe we'll sneak into Portugal for a few days. That would be quite nice.
Do that. Good choice.
So, Luis, we've known each other for quite a while now, haven't we? Probably about 10 years now. And so you have a mystery shopping company in Portugal. Whereabout are you based? In Lisbon?
We are based in Lisbon, but we cover the all country, and also we work on some international projects as well. Yes.
Okay. So how did you get to do mystery shopping? I mean, it's not something you wake up in the morning and think, oh, I'm going to become a mystery shopper. How did you get to mystery shopping?
Well, it's always fun to tell the story. I studied hotel management. I really love hotels. That's really my number one passion. And if hospitality is really a reference for excellency, for service. So I worked in hotels, and then also in the UK, in the Aqua Group and Sheraton Group. Then I started my company, nothing to do with mystery shopping. Nothing to start with, 22 years ago. Actually improving performance in restaurants and hotels through stock control, auditing. And then one of our clients asked us, why don't you come in and also audit our services, our quality of service? Would you do that? Then we started looking into that and how to do it. And then we also found MSPA, Mystery Shopping Professionals Association. We found Nikki, which is a brilliant leader of MSPA, the managing director. And she introduced me to a lot of colleagues from all over the world. So it was exciting to be part of the MSPA family. And then we started going from that, our first client, a restaurant called Blues Cafe from a Dutchman, owned by a Dutchman 22 years ago, going into really many different areas. And nowadays we really are in all sectors where they service.
Right. So you don't specialize in any particular industry or anything. You really kind of cover every type of business.
We specialized in several areas of business, but our specialization is in delivering a great customer experience. That's our, and it's actually really fantastic. And we ask sometimes to talk about that. To go to automotive and talk about and share best practices in banking or in hospitality or in restaurants or in amusement parks and vice versa. So it's really interesting to see merge cultures and merge practices. Really, sectors really have to learn a lot from each other.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, it's interesting when you're looking at different case studies or different industry doing different things, and it sparkles ideas, doesn't it? Because at the end of the day, you all want to improve your service.
Oh yes, and to the continuous improvement, Kaizen, like Toyota says, that has to be really on your agenda every day, and it is really companies learn from each other. That's really one of my passions, really, to share best practices from one sector with another and make all sectors go and improve day by day.
It's an amazing feeling, isn't it? I think we all share that same passion of helping businesses deliver exceptional customer experiences, and That's why we really, we're all member of the MSPA and we get on so well because we all have the same drive, we all have the same passion, don't we, to do that.
Absolutely. I see really mystery shopping as a force of good. Really, it's something to help organizations, to help humans to develop. We really, in mystery shopping, we really go into behavioral skills, sales skills, and other skills, and that really transforms all of us that work in service, because we learn from each other, we learn new things, and that transforms us also as human beings. So we've got a really great mission, I believe, as a mystery shopping companies.
Mm. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think also, I mean, at the beginning when I started, my business was really just purely mystery shopping and the data. And the more I grew and the more, you know, I got new clients, and the more the business grew to do a lot more than just the mystery shopping by adding on some part of the customer experience, adding on some part of the training, adding on some part of the standard. And those are the kind of things that business need to look at as well, don't they?
Oh yes, I really, when we started, so really some years ago, there were also in the association, in MSPA, many companies that focused on mystery shopping only. And nothing wrong with it. Specialization is important. And now with technologies coming and artificial intelligence and so on, there's a big debate going on. Will mystery shopping still be there in 10 years, or is there a future for mystery shopping? I really talked to many colleagues from all the continents, and I've got two beliefs. Two beliefs really. First one is that mystery shopping will always be there. It's the only and unique way to measure the one-to-one experience. The CEO in his office, he cannot do that. You need to go and go out and to walk the talk and to do experience what you have to inspect what you expect also, and then help people improving every day. So that's it will always be there. But secondly, also from what I hear and also in my opinion, it is not enough to sustain a business for a long time, because your clients will ask more from you, or maybe you build partnerships with other companies. But it's really important to offer training. We do that through partner companies, training or other areas of research, because there are more and more business questions that arise. So, and if you prepare yourself through some partner companies or some or through getting some colleagues on board that have got these skills, you'll be able to deliver more to your client. So, and also at MSPA, it's a perfect place to be to speak to other colleagues from all over the world, some that grow their companies in different directions. It's just be curious and ask your colleagues. Ask your colleagues, and you'll find out what are you doing besides mystery shopping, and you will discover really many different paths. So exciting. So yes,
yeah, I think you're right. Collaboration is certainly a way to go on the global economy, especially at the moment. How are you finding the industry, Louis, at the moment? How's things in Portugal?
Portugal, and also from what I talk to the colleagues, if you want a number, I really can say companies will end up this year with a drop in the turnover in the revenue 40 to 60%. We've been asking in MSPA, and I've been talking to the larger companies and the small companies as well. It's really the years will finish with 40 to 60% cuts. So that's very significant. That's a big impact in the finance of a company, in the structure of a company. Having said that, also companies say that they will adapt. They will survive. This is a bad year, absolutely. So we have to accept we are chosen for this, to fight this battle. So let's embrace this battle. It's a bad year. There's bad years. That's life. Nobody can preview what's going to happen. It's the second spike, possibly coming up soon. Now, hopefully, we are more adapted, and really, I believe companies need really to look at their costs. Cash is king also. Cash is king. It's very important to have cash. The companies that didn't have savings, or they will have a more difficult time now. But it will be a year that we will overcome. I have no doubts about that.
So do you think it's changed the way customer service has been delivered? Do you think the pandemic has changed that, or does customer service anyway?
It's a very good question. Of course, we are looking for what is the customer looking for now, and I would like to mention two things. One is, the customer needs to feel safe. If he comes into your store and into your shop, he needs to feel safe. That's very important. Of course, throughout the last months, many standards, many SOPs were added to Mr. Shopping questionnaires to also to measure how efficient companies are. That's fundamental, that companies feel safe. All the list of standards that are necessary, that the clients feel safe. It's very important. And then service needs to be also to go with that. And we're having a mask, so you cannot see the smiles. So we need to put in some extra emotional, extra welcome feeling, so that immediately the client feels, I feel safe here, I feel good here. That's very important. So it's even an extra challenge that we have to embrace. And then also, of course, business channels moved a lot to sales, moved a lot to e-commerce, but also, again, I've been talking to colleagues, and more digital, more human factor is important. So, but more, it is important to measure customer journey, all the steps, look for opportunities to improve, make sure you're not losing clients because they get disappointed with some delivery experience, or some ordering experience takes too long, or other reasons. So in this pandemic, also it's even more important to run this customer experience programs. Yes, and we can see that.
Sorry.
I'm saying, of course, there was a complete standstill almost after March. So in the second quarter, there was almost a complete standstill in face-to-face Mr. Shopping.
Yeah.
So really, some projects continued in digital. So some companies that were adapted to digital really gained some advantage there over the other ones. And then now in the third quarter, we see more companies coming back to omni-channel Mr. Shopping, and we have to be where the client is, and the client is everywhere these days. So Mr. Shopping has to follow that, in my opinion. I have to say also, in terms of sectors, automotive is coming on back very strong. That's one of the main sectors, automotive. Hospitality a bit slower at the other end, of course.
Struggling.
But different cycles, yes.
Yeah. No, I think you're totally right. The whole the business has shifted, and suddenly the face-to-face didn't exist anymore. So they had to be very quick, very adaptable to go online and do stuff online, which they perhaps haven't done before. But then there's still an experience there, whether it's online or face-to-face. You'll still have that experience. So being able to measure that customer experience and giving them those feedback is so important, because then then you can really look, like you said, whether it's on the phone, whether it's online, whether it's face to face, looking at all the new channel that they've opened up. That means that, you know, you need to be able to deliver that service all across it. And that's the challenge, isn't it?
Absolutely. I've been hearing from the marketeers that it costs 5 times more to get a new client and keep the old one happy.
Mm-hmm.
And also I'd like to add that some research from the University of Helsinki, they show us it costs 25 times more to get the unhappy customer back than to keep the customer. So you have to really think where you make your choices. And I would say good mystery shopping is really guaranteed return on investment. It's we can prove it over and over. It's no question about it. If you got the right culture, if the mystery shopping company and the client and also the human resources policy, you've got a good positive culture, mystery shopping will really be very, very, very useful. It's a strategic tool for companies.
Mm. You've had clients who've been with you for a long time, pretty much from the beginning?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Some clients, restaurants, for example, and they've been over the years adapting their models. We do every year a review meeting.
Mm-hmm.
There's always new standards coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We benchmark a lot, so we also deliver consultancy that our clients need for change.
Yeah.
But that's our day to day. Every day we are on the field, so we're listening to customers, learning new SOPs. So that's really our mission. We've got clients that have been with us from the beginning. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you can see the real change, isn't it, from one year to the other, and how they improve themselves and keep that consistency. That's the thing to customer service, isn't it? It's great if you give great service one day, but if the next day you don't, there's no point. So really,
yes, that's clear. That's really fundamental. If you go one day, consistency is really the sister of excellency. If you have to deliver every day, you need for that you need great company culture. You need really to serve your internal clients exactly the same as you serve your external clients, and you've got that culture, then clients will keep coming back.
Mm-mm. And so, Luis, you've been 20 years in business. Portugal is a big country compared to Jersey. It is very big. How many mystery shoppers do you have on your books?
Over 9,000.
Wow, that's amazing. So are they active? Because the other day we were talking about active and non-active mystery shoppers. What are these? What's the difference between active and non-active?
Yeah, some shoppers. We also evaluate performance of the mystery shoppers. Mm-hmm. We train our mystery shoppers, and so there's a score. Every mystery shopper's got their performance score, and we will offer the jobs accordingly to the score. So some shoppers will get more jobs if they deliver a better job. What means a better job? All right. A few things. Be on time with the reporting. It's very critical. Our clients are expecting the reports.
We get panic, don't we, when the deadlines arrive?
When you commit to do the job, you have to really decide if you have time to do the job. That's very important. The deadlines are very important. And also, of course, the quality. We have to be the mystery shops reports are very important tools for our clients to sit down with their colleagues and really read what happened and how can they improve, how they can improve. So for us, it's important to have a good quantitative score. You've got like your score was this time 70%. So let's work together so that you get up to 80 next time. And also then how to improve. Well, so it's important to be very clear in the reports, to write very clear what happens, not just general comments, but what exactly can be changed according to the training that was given. So that's it. I would not overcomplicate. Just be on time, be a good observer, and then write what you observed and what can be improved, so that the Mr. Shopping reports are really a continuous improvement tool. That's what we're looking for. And bit by bit, day by day, at the end of the year, you'll have 365 improvements. One little improvement every day. It's consistency, yes.
Yeah, consistency.
Also from our side, from Mr. Shopper's side, it's always consistent.
I think this is it as well, and it's the important part as well for a mystery shopper as well, when they do a visit and perhaps 4 months or 5 months later they do the same branch again. It's that staying very objective and staying as if they've never been in that branch before. That's always having new eyes when you're walking somewhere, isn't it?
Yes. It's
not comparing one visit to another.
No, that's not. We should rotate the shoppers so that otherwise, if you go too often to the same place, and rotation is very important. So it's important. Even sometimes, it's a curious thing. In some sectors, we are looking sometimes for Mr. Shoppers that are experts in certain fields. Right. Yes, we are, and it's important. But then it's important to bring in some Mr. Shoppers that have got no experience in that field, so they can bring in fresh pair of eyes. Yeah. I'm a customer. I want to use this service or product for the first time. How was the experience? And then they see things that experienced shoppers in that field don't see. So that's also very important to rotate the shoppers. Absolutely.
That's why you've got a large organization or a large number of shoppers as well, because you've got to rotate the shoppers, but you also have to look at the demographic depending on which visit. So you specialize for certain visits or you don't in others. That gives different results to the client, doesn't it?
Yes. And we have to be very clear in the briefing what we are looking for. If we are looking also to define, is this an existing client or is this a complete new client? So that also determines then the expectations, the results, what type of shopper do you send to assign the job. Very experienced shopper or somebody completely new. It's one of the questions in our briefing.
Yeah, in my book, actually, I tell a story about when I very first started. We had a restaurant group and we went with my children. And my little girl was 7 or 8 at the time, and she used to love being a little mystery shopper. She had a little pad. She was writing things down, the name of people everywhere she walked around. And, again, so in that restaurant group, we went as a family. And I was a big part of it because, again, that's another demographic for the business. They need to understand, what do the children come back with? What are their feedback? And also, what the story is, my daughter went to the toilet and the light switched off. And so she couldn't see anything. She couldn't open the door. So she was in there for ages because the sensors went off. So, those kind of things are very important when you put a program together. It's to understand who are our customers, who are going to be walking through our doors, and what is the experience that we want to give them.
We learn every day. Our customers learn every day. So this is really ongoing. This is something, it will be like that forever. I believe we always cannot say we know or now we figured out what that profile of customer knows. There's always different. If even sometimes male, female, or different age groups or different cultural groups, they look at things differently. So it enriches the project to bring in. You've got to open doors. Your business has got to open doors. Anyone can come through the door. So it's open. Keep a open mindset about getting feedback to improve. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So Luis, if somebody wants to get more results, you see that where I read on that one? How do they get in touch with you? What's your company name?
More results is the company
name.
Really? What a coincidence.
How strange. So your company is More Results with an S and then .pt, isn't it?
.pt, exactly. That's it.
And so you have your website where people could get in touch with you. And if people would like to be a mystery shopper and join your team as mystery shopper, do they go to that website as well, or do you have a separate website for mystery shoppers?
Yes, you can visit moreresults.pt and then just enroll there, and then you will be contacted by our HR, and then when the project's coming up, we will start the process of asking several questions and to offer you jobs. So I started as a mystery shopper as well. I love doing that job, going to restaurants, going to phone companies, going to automotive. It's really, I would say it's really important. Many people join to get some extra income. And also many people join to have more experience. They learn from the best companies, what are their standards, through which eyes they look at service, how do they treat their customers. So it's a great experience to be a mystery shopper. You learn what are the best banks doing, what the best fashion retailers doing. You learn that, and because you go through a training program to know how to evaluate performance.
Yeah.
And in some projects, we also give feedback interviews. So after the mystery shopping visits, some shoppers that are more trained and know how to communicate, they've got these skills, they go back and give direct feedback to the sales advisors. So it's also very nice.
Powerful, isn't it? This is very powerful. However, it is a challenge, isn't it? Because not only you losing a shopper because you can't use that person anymore, but at the same time it's here, it's there. That's just happened. You've just spoke to me, and now you're coming back and giving me that feedback. Whoa, this is very powerful for a salesperson, for an employee, just to get that feedback straight away, face to face. There's no, I didn't do that. So
it's very important how you approach that interviews, because mystery shopping is a force for good. Mystery shopping is not there to penalize, or to catch somebody doing something wrong. We are really ambitious about looking for best practices, things to improve. We are really ambitious there. It's really about the process, not about the people. We want to really be part of something good, to be part of continuous improvement. If anyone gets a better service person, he can teach it to his colleague. He can be promoted. So it's a positive thing. It's a positive thing. So I invite everyone to start to try mystery shopping. More results, or also at the MSPA website. There are the contacts of other companies. You can really, it's a life experience, really important.
And I've heard, Louis, in the Great Vibes, you are going to be president next year, aren't you?
Oh, well, I've got, I'm serving as vice president now. I work with a really great team. We have 15 in the board. You've been with us before, Claire.
I used to be on the board, yes.
we did great work, and we had a lot of fun. It's really fantastic because it's people from many different countries. You learn how to work differently, how to really think differently. You unlearn things and you learn new things. So yes, I've been serving as the vice president for MSPA Europe Africa, and I love it. It's really great team, great team. Our president now is Stefan, and he really led us through this very challenging year with the pandemic. He led us brilliantly. He really motivated all the team. So it's a great culture in the MSPA board.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with you on that one. Well, everybody, Luis, thank you so much for sharing this time with you and your amazing expertise. If you are in Portugal and you are looking for somebody to help you with your service delivery, this is the man to go and see. And if you think that, actually, I quite like doing mystery shopping. I could see myself, I'm really, good at attentive, and I'm very trustworthy, and those kind of things. Also go on moreresults.pt and then get in touch with Luis, and then you'll have an amazing experience from there as well. Thank you so much, Luis. Speak to you very soon.
Thank you. Bye. All the best for your book. I know you're now having the book coming up, so I'm looking forward to read it. All the best.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.